and one of them, you Operation Recover All Loot. So every day, ladies and gentlemen, say end this for yes a fear me kai because say yan kai the the position. And MPP opposition. Yan come about power, but it's too late. And here one member power now 42 years later. Me momu dia, but the biach let's move good part in kakra because enyansa fu woman sang. And until I make NDC, make Attorney General Office, Special Prosecutor there, me, Oma me kwai me guno. Mahama no say antena o fine, o the antena ho. But Papa no leader, if it's possible, I don't know his security terms of office or his tenure or by office or who can take him off or whatever. Meaning what the law says. But it's obvious to say Kisia Jabin is frustrating the process of justice. It's obvious. It's obvious. Or Bekatre Negbe can Foriata say, no Bekasi say, no Bekasi say. It's obvious or near Diagro. Adanko that day and the Guso channel and all frustrating John Dramani Mahama the system. Operation Recover All Loot is live and well. And I am reminding NDC, sir, ya start to say a branch reorganization. Ababa constituency, region, national. The indication is that enter you making sure that the structures will be strong. Ladies and gentlemen, Achana next year, the last year of 2028, right? So 2028, 1 year to that way. I don't. You find a view election year. It's in yes year. No, now because over Chinkrofatu, you because a political persecution. And don't forget that you have promised the good people of this country. Say, I'll keep on reminding. Mubufu said the mekamo. I don't care. I'll remind you, say Ghana fought to about because Akroma be back jail. Best in that Akroma jail. Mekamo. Na mubetien wa supamua. Mubetina party ni mwache. Mubetina government ache. Mamu nyaso brachle te say nana mampam. Empanyifo ka no krechle no his own 80 members of parliament kaso onyi Ken Oforiatta went here and now they are at the wrong side of political life in opposition because ya bre who be answer na party number power me ya ba me fie omunya me ankomu kumi and you are aware accident minya ye serious accident aka me nyina was orchestrated because of nipa bone for ye bedi yeso. So we have put down our lives in making sure that this old bad government a new one has come. We are not ready to see this party go to opposition. We must do everything proper. So you guys will stay in power. And one of those things, they say, you should act fast in Operation Recover All Loot. Akroma making sure some I know, sir, Munye in charge of judiciary. But at least processes, Mumani contempt. Mr. President, I am sure, sir, legally you have the power to make sure, sir, fast track high court assets. Enti muko editorial yes, you don't go to cabinet meetings, you run a party, we agree, but this kind of little things as a party leadership
Mamini Kencha with here for na Minchia production team na Mimimunina so official pa. In fact, Meka say Abai Abomodin pa. The commitment is very high and all that. I'm happy say Obo original minister the commitment to this issue of street lights and
but the Okaka honote.
Now I am the truth is that it's not just a matter of the solar. Yes, the solar is something that initially we were talking a lot about solar because na energy nankasani or problem with energy generation. So we failed to say we are not ebo egukwa. Into when we use that, then at least we will not be relying on the energies where that when it fails, especially not just with the traffic, with the street light, but also with the traffic lights. If those things are running on solar, na say ebani say BBS na ye call off crana, at least those ones can avoid accidents and all that. I appreciate it, but problem kaka ewo hone say. And I don't also want to do this. Me person may criticize it about that. No. We must be able to check some of the lights that are served us. Obibeko ko sign contract. Say ye bremo solar lights. Ye bremo street lights. Ni akoko for some inferior thing be ababe since and what. Eye juma kwa ni eboni ni pre. We are even faced with a very serious issue of replacing all a nyamia dom so no enkrofo bi so I introduce a gadget that can also stabilize the street lights. We say power fluctuates also destroys the street lights, but omo the street light guards be aba technical team no omo share I say if it is possible
viable
to install it, one will protect 25 street lights. Senebia say a fluctuate here and affects another. Into yes, solar is good and all that, but there are a lot of things to say. You saw an inferior street light and it is running on solar crana. We still have the same thing on the Temamoto way, for instance. It was running on solar, but and also so no, the solar system is such that. And yet one-on-one, it takes a line, but unfortunately, that one is purely stealing. Obekona solar, obia kwakutu every so. And the good news is the work that they are doing there, they've the new motorway expansion right to Mutual, it is going to run on solar. And apart from the solar now, running on, we are making sure the light that will be supplied, and yet an inferior. So these are ways that we can change the face of our street lighting.
Chairman, I say, no. You kugan kasa say a technical person.
But me technical. The technical for na kana me catch
me person me no dim komo as citizens. Because you see. Me say how the honorable Kaye obi the inferior materials aba of would take it up power no or yeah auditing you know the amount of money are going to the supply.
Why do we leave them like that?
You see it's common. I find it difficult
to appreciate.
Yes,
I agree with
so
you.
So
that is why exactly. That's why I said say me say me the blame krano ebegu previous administration whilst we are also not punishing them for what they've done. Sure. Patotima say
yes
because ubetina hanaka so one street light that you can get on the street like 500 Ghana cedis, and somebody has billed you for 1,500. Now 1,500 now below for one or so. Na essentially inferior. You see, it doesn't make sense. Oti as I say, obe jana ko say afina make sense so ababesisa at the expense of the taxpayer.
But
I agree with you.
More party leadership no. Me busa for both MPP and DC. Say mo party wa abaimwa once a while mutimi engage appointees on certain things.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And my main kana main science so embo ye general secretary abaso and a national chairman so
okay
abaso ye meetings we call on your friend is saying chief executives to come and brief us about more positions here, how the situation is, how they intend and we sought permission from the chief of staff because we can't also do that because
exactly
even recently
the executive arm
exactly
and they are under the executive arm
exactly
so you need
to I said this is what we want to do, and even with the ministers in Pono this month we intend to meet them like 60 and as I mean 57 we want to meet them group by group, NIPA 3 NIPA 5 weekly, to be able to engage them on some of these issues so that, and say if it goes to cabinet, yes, national chairman will be at cabinet, general secretary will be at cabinet and all that, but the party itself must engage your friends and say
a keen interest
exactly because obi ohwa me fa ne say ohia broja jemfi na onyana he feels it's easy to say oh akogan ana say ebia kobi ana say madi we na ekoso ewo ye how ye pese o kachre asumesi so that some of these things will be brought before them. The issue of Tamana Galamsey same last year and all those, I can proudly tell you, say Lands Minister came to FEC to tell us programmer Omoye with 9 moves and all that.
So
I can mention some of the people
which means the NDC government is not detached from the NDC party
at all. At all. That's even this November, we had a FEC meeting with the President of the Republic of Ghana.
I see.
Yes, but the only difference they say is Sanka or no Ebeba party office. We rather took it there because exactly
the schedules and everything.
If you want that 2 hours,
but even for him to avail himself, that is the most important thing.
Exactly.
To which location it doesn't matter.
Exactly. So
that's a good news.
That is what happened.
That's a good news.
And he has also promised that we must be having more of this because he also saw your friend said the importance of some of these things. The truth too is that we have a president today who is very knowledgeable and
Ugusua Ushe Jumediano na Uti Jumediano Edema subscribe like to Jumediano share Nema Afafro and so ensa in Kebi. I hope Brasia Kwaso for our drink share that the comments section for my Jumediano young Kosona young fa in some dodona nyade embremo na family no so to aso abrabo bi ansa ene na bojafo transo ebobu yensen dodona yanko ningongoti
solid party without complaint and all those things. One thing that we both of us appreciate as in the party and then the government is this year how to ensure say the youth will get employed.
That is what we just did. The conversation
that is what both of us appreciate.
Because they say
and one thing that he also said, he doesn't also want employment. So target and sustainable. You are just doling out money to. We should create it. Impact the economy. No, when we have employment, the economy will also tell. Say indeed, there's a change in the economy. So that appreciation is also very, very good. And he said this year, we are going to see
because KOG, before you go, my senior editor KOG, before you go, so my honorable Akugan is here. Nanka, the next issue maybe tomorrow or next week we will try looking at the complaint from the NDC grassroots. The complaints coming, which some are legit, some are extreme, some are some way. So I like it. So our boss will say, even with youth job as NASA employment, there's engagement between the party and the president.
Because I mean, talking about it, because I was looking at Okanapko, for instance. So in this government, we have Naib, Ejimera, the 1 million coders, for instance, under Ministry of Communication.
That's digital center.
Yes, even under NAP Honano, there is a content creation program being initiated. I think somewhere in October. How are the youth getting involved with this particular initiative? Yet training beyond the training, are they going to get stable employment? Where
some of them may be given capital, and I said I shouldn't use will be given capital to start up, because it is like for the communication, you say no training na yede ma no one kasa betumi asset, you don't need much.
That's the content creators
and all those things. One kasa betumi afa your friends asset up your own company and all that. Not only na ebeye your friend is saying absorbed by the government sector and all that. And we appreciate that. Into some of this ejumera and all those things, there's a startup capital for you to do something. And the good news, another one that with the digital Jifa Gunu Ehono, the digital center is operational in Accra. But if you go to the other regions, nothing is happening there. And so this year, their target is to revamp all those, create more at the district, train people to take over at the district center, and all these things are also going to give employment. And some of the state agencies too are going to have district offices. So they will decentralize. And the good news, we are also partnering with the local government system through the MMDCs. That is the reason why we have decided, say, 80% of common fund district, unprecedented directly. Into any DC Ukraine doctors will be DMP because Sika a doors of Krache common fund. So these are some of the things that we are going to use it to create more employment with partnership and those revenues going in to create employment for not just painting of streets and then sweeping of the street and all those things, but have sustainable jobs.
So I appreciate that, but I hope the conversation between the party and the government will be very effective, which will go down to impact the youth.
Yes. Or me say last time
there was a reason why MMDC is the panel that sat was headed by the national chairman himself, with general secretary, with honorable friends Valerie Sawyer and all that. So we had the chief executive's chief of staff's office as part of it, and then the two highest officers, national officers, seated at a meeting for over almost 2 months to pick the chief executives, and we made them know the plans that the government have. The government is going to empower the districts. So you must also empower the constituencies. So this is the level that we went before we engage and pick those friends and chief executives.
Also, Memini Kewo Jinum said here. Okay, so even with Akugan, Akugan is one of the party executives. Since I'm any fear may follow politics. Ne type ni be any those days Damboche nom and
it's a Damboche across the board is somebody we all respect.
No.
Yeah. So
I am privileged. Party national executives they keep in touch with the grassroots. You can't take it's not like you are sitting here. No. Yes, what TNT America sir. Say party for ni dim komokra che biamo.
Okay.
Oh yes,
and that's true.
I'm telling you,
and that's true.
We wake up me sorry a day. Me cause a minya emu be 60% NDC party for across the country. Obu wa o woni problem no dey abeso so keke. Na say akwa bi say minimum was sending me a message say na Western region okoboa polling station for na yentua neka oniskanti ko Australia me sending 100 Ghana and 200 really. Also those kind of messages you don't know the person.
Yeah.
As to say a yes scam. And I said so you don't know say any player on me communicate or your papa and I say okay so some mibu many go so the man who said indeed he was a party person no me also I say you call takra de me ne Kofi Boache e call takwa ni GM no na oni me twa picture.
Okay.
And after a week I want to be in Kano, so he sent me the picture. No, Chugua, so ya boa pa. You to Abama Muina Munya position.
Now what to be now? Yes, why this fabulous?
Now so pedi me and this who said me and this me and this means baby. But you see the point is some of them even never listen to party chairman that obu okra won TGM that obu awon tie wo.
Exactly.
Who kasa no at radio so can inspire no.
Yeah, that's true.
Enti ni trimu no ne say oka empanifo no ho. Na monko amote na mumfi obi a. Me saka no then me appreciate what the likes of Akuganom, Esedun Ketianom, Julius Debranom, what they are going through. You understand? So just imagine obi a when you even president number.
Exactly. Now you see, let me also say this.
Because the connection between the party and the government, the grassroots.
Yeah.
So see, I'll be sending message or see a friend or let me check. Me patch just a minute. Okay, so Nana Kofi Ahin Kingsley, they promised us to recruit us into the national security during the elections, but now nothing. We still home jobless. Say oni obi na akodim komo constituency chairman bi constituency secretary bi now
aha any edin nsam no ebesi ede amamo POG media ye no POG media ensam no ye ododo na ede mamo tegibre na hwe dwumadie no efama ye makramo.